I was talking about this the other day. I was like, I would love to have a dick, but there's like in some, like in another universe where I still exist, so that way I can fuck myself. I want to know what it feels like to fuck me.
Yeah.
Because, there's a lot of hype around it.
That's good. No,
I want to
that's
know
good.
why.
You said you got into the adult industry around 2018, fresh out of high school, mind you. What the hell were you thinking, girl?
So basically, I had some sugar daddies, and I've always been in more of the kink side of the adult industry.
Yeah.
So I've had a lot of experience with domination and submissive men specifically.
Ooh, I
So
love
that was like the first thing that I got into straight out of high school was having Snapchat and having sugar daddies who were submissives.
Yes.
I had one, he was a realtor, and he had these huge, beautiful houses that he would be, I think it was like he was Airbnb-ing them or something.
Gotcha.
And so he would do sessions with me at those houses.
Hot. That's hot. You gonna like role play like you're a naughty housewife?
No, not like that at all.
Oh no.
Since he's submissive, I have a lot of fans that are very submissive. It's like the complete opposite of what you would think would go on in sex work. Most people would think, oh, she's gonna be sucking his dick, or she's gonna be, having sex with him or being naked or something. Yeah. No, I'd be fully clothed, shoving this man's head in a toilet.
Oh, that's hot.
Exactly.
I love that.
It was so much fun. So that's how I first got in.
Beautiful.
To sex work. And I was like, this is great. I can continue doing this forever.
At 18,
yes.
To be venturing into that form of sex work specifically, one, I think is so powerful. I don't think I would have been as confident to do it at 18, but I think it's actually kind of smart because you're in power, you have control, and that's really, I think, why a lot of people leave sex work when they get in early is they don't really have control. You're doing all this submissive stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if the roles were reversed, maybe it might work out better.
It was very comfortable for me, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I was like,
do you do that now still? Yes. Oh, so you like doming.
Very much so.
That
is mainly what I do.
Okay. Because that's mainly what you do you get like a crazy amount of offers for you to do like mainstream type stuff, gonzo type porn?
I've gotten some offers, yes, but I haven't taken any just because I feel like I make really good money doing stuff very low key.
Right.
Doing personal sessions with men that are very private.
Yes.
A lot of these men that are into being submissive, they do not want to be shown anywhere.
Right.
They don't want anyone to know.
That is true.
They don't want any information leaked about them. So I keep that lifestyle very private, but it is definitely the majority of what I do.
I think that's so cool. I do, or did really, mainstream porn, and now I'm doing more of content and fetish stuff. And I'm always fascinated by people's like personal journeys on sex work because it can be so unique. Like we have two completely different paths and somehow we're linking up today on Spliffs and Giggles. Like it can happen anywhere. Now, because you do a lot of dom stuff, do you have a lot of hard no's and things that you yourself aren't willing to do on the receiving end?
No. In the beginning, yes.
Gotcha.
In the beginning, I wasn't interested in doing anything too sexual in regards to me. Like I'll put on a strap-on and I will fuck you if that's what you want. But personally for me, in the beginning, I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But as, years went on and I was like, maybe I do want to try other things. Maybe I'll be okay with that. And then OnlyFans became a thing.
Right.
And it was more on the rise, I would say, because it was already a thing.
Yes.
But I didn't know about it. And then when I finally found out about it, because the pandemic, everybody was using it, was blowing up. Right. That's when I started, which was like 4 years ago on OF. So then that's where I started my journey personally doing like sex work, like more towards me on the receiving end. Yeah.
And how do you like it?
I like it, but I definitely do have my own terms for it. I haven't done anything too mainstream. I have done like content houses, and I've worked with a lot of other women. I've done a lot of strap work with other women. I've done a lot of domination videos and stuff like that. But when it comes to the receiving end, I usually only work with my partner.
Got you. You know, a lot of people say what you want, but as someone who's done mainstream and then kind of transferred into content being my main thing, I think it is so smart and such a like almost hack if you can have your partner be like your content person.
I know so many OF girls that are like, oh my God, either they were in a relationship and they broke up, or they never had a relationship to begin with, and they're just seeking someone to make content with. And then they have bad experiences with people because a lot of these OnlyFans dudes, they don't care.
No,
like,
and
it's not like
they
industry
get caught
men.
up. They get very caught up. I think the content dudes, they get a little traction, or maybe they go viral online, and I think they get a little full of themselves, especially when they haven't been on bigger sets, you know, with people that are obviously bigger names than them, or even maybe deeper in adult, like mainstream creators. And I think that it kind of leaves them unchecked to where they're acting a little wild with some ladies. I've heard some horror stories about girls not getting content, guys getting like clingy, you know, very unprofessional. And I can't believe it. I'm very happy that we can have this power with our content and making money and controlling everything. But it also sucks because now we have to deal with all the, you know, flack on the other end.
Yeah, like it's different than like industry porn where like, you know, they get specific people that have been working in the industry. You know what you're doing, you get tested, you go to work. There's a lighting crew, there's a makeup person, there's everything, you know, like full production versus doing this yourself and just working
you and
with
the
a
other
random
person probably. Very different.
Very different. And you can never know if you can really trust that person. And so personally, I can't put myself in those shoes.
Have you had, because you do just work with girls really on the receiving end of things, have you had any crazy experiences with girls? Because I've been hearing some stories about ladies lately too that have me like, what's happening?
I definitely had some ladies reach out to me that were a bit aggressive sounding. Like they were just very interested in doing things and like were approaching it in a way that I felt uncomfortable. And I was just like, I just don't end up meeting them. I don't work with them. I ignore them.
Like, oh yeah, if I get a bad vibe in messages, I'm like, oh no, we are not meeting.
And like personally, like I don't even meet up with people in general. Like I'm a homebody. Like if I am not making money or if I'm not hanging out with like one of my 4 friends, I'm not leaving my house.
I'm like, what's the point? I'm also kind of paranoid. So I'm like, I sense danger everywhere. So I'm like, home is safe. And I also make money at home.
Exactly.
So if I decide to be home all day, I'll just be like, all right, let me work for a couple hours and make up for this day that I'm alone.
That's exactly how my life goes. And I'm like, I literally don't have to leave my house. I don't have to. So I make my house my sanctuary. It is perfect.
Your small group, are any of them in sex work?
Oh, yes.
How many percentage-wise? What are we looking at?
Probably like half.
Oh my God, yes. Amazing. What's it like having someone who's in your industry who can like really give you advice, real support because they understand?
It's definitely really nice, especially because I have kind of like a range of friends that are in the industry. Some that have been in it longer, some that have been in it around the same time as I have. So I have like my best friend. I will name drop Oni Nymph.
Yes.
She's in a bunch of my stuff. If you guys go on my page, you'll see her. We started around the same time. We've been doing around the same stuff when it comes to OnlyFans. So it's really nice having somebody that you can like relate to and you can make content with, do TikToks, do social media stuff, hang out, and still be able to work. And then I've made friends along the way while working on OF that has been really nice. Like I'm friends with Miss Trigger Happy and Delilah Moon X. I love both of them. They are so sweet.
Great content creators.
They are great content creators. And they're definitely like way farther than I am, I feel. So I take a lot of advice from them and I learn a lot from them.
I love that. It's honestly good. I know a lot of girls get I don't know if catty is the right word, but some do get kind of catty in the industry. So I think it's really good to be able to have people that are on different levels than you, and even some that are at the same level if you don't have like a jealous or a hater, obviously, personality.
Yeah,
and when you can find that solid group, it's like life-changing.
No, I love them. Like anytime that they're around, I'm like, I will totally hang out with you. I won't hang out with anybody else, but I'll hang out with you. I like you.
Yeah.
I don't like many people, so I'll definitely hang out with you.
See, that's good. When you find your token ones, hold on to them. Because a lot of people, whether they leave the industry because of personal reasons or stuff, a lot of people don't stick around, after a couple years. So it's good to have those that are heavy in the industry and you just know that they're gonna be around for a while. Because those are your people and they're obviously big content creators, what type of scenes have you guys done together? I'm high. I just spoke crazy.
Well, on the receiving end, I've done scenes with a lot of them. We've done a lot of scenes actually. I have orgies with them.
I love an orgy. I do. They're fun. I feel like an orgy is like a buffet. And you can just get what you want.
Yeah. It is like that.
It's like the best buffet.
It's like a gigantic pile.
You got food from different regions.
Pile of everything.
Right? A little bit of everything.
No, it's super fun. I've done so much with them because I've done collab houses with them. So there's been multiple girls that we've worked with as well. Mm-hmm. I've worked with a lot of different creators, I feel, because of those collab houses. Right. But like personally, I don't really like collab houses, but it definitely does help you grow.
I agree because, you get so many different people and you get traction from the specific houses, but that is a lot of personalities to be meshing together.
And usually at collab houses, you're like, a lot of people are sleeping in them. Like you'll pay like, let's say like a portion of the Airbnb. Yeah, like that's what we've done at least.
Gotcha.
It'll be like one big Airbnb and we all pay a portion. So then you feel inclined to stay there. You stay there, you get to know everybody, you're hanging out with everybody. And it feels like, do I want to hang out with them? And like, be a part of things, or do I want to just hang out in my room?
Yeah.
Like, what do I want to do? Do I really want to be a part of that? So I don't know. Like, personally, it feels like for those days that I'm there, I'm just working 24/7.
Right.
Which can be pretty tiring.
Oh, I bet. Especially if you're doing like a week or even just a full weekend of working. That's heavy. That is heavy.
And it feels like you're working 24/7 because even if you want to just hang out, you don't know these people. So like, you're kind of networking at the same time. And it's like, I don't know. But I do like working with people that I've worked with already that I like and, feel comfortable with.
I feel like that's big right now. The content houses. And I'm the same way. I like working with the same people. I like, because we know what each other's vibes are. We get each other. I can kind of anticipate your moves and stuff. So I like working with the same people a lot. I feel like content houses are getting so big now that it's almost like you kind of have to do them at some point.
Yeah.
But it is a lot. I'm doing one coming up and it's an all-girl one. And I'm like, please, God,
it's
don't let
scary.
someone be like a bitch.
Please. It's a little scary.
So I just being in an enclosed space,
and especially if you're gonna be the host, like that's a lot of responsibility for you.
The host is a dude, so I'm like, best of luck.
Okay, never mind.
Right? I'm like, how crazy is that? So, and again, they're so smart and stuff, but it almost fascinates me being on the other side of like scheduling and dealing with people's personalities. Now, when you're doing your orgies or your group scenes, how do we coordinate that? Is it like a group text? Are we on Twitter? You're just like, here, all the whores. Like, how do we
the orgies were mainly at the collab houses, so it would be like all 12 of us or however many girls are in the house.
People?
Yeah, there can be a lot of girls. And one of them, I don't remember how many it was, but it had to be a ridiculous amount. It was a very large orgy. I've one, it was like a sleepover orgy. There was one that was a pool party orgy.
Right.
There was one that the Airbnb had like a movie theater room, so we did like we were in the movie theaters, like Hush Hush. We were all masturbating in the movie theater.
That's hot.
It was
so hot.
Yeah, it was really cute. They were all really good scenes. A lot of the girls brought their boyfriends, and the boyfriends would film for us.
Right.
And they had already filmed previous scenes for the girls, so they did really well.
Like there wasn't any worry or anything. That's
it was
amazing.
very good. The collab house was very good in that aspect. And then besides that, like other scenes, let's say, because you had asked me like what kind of content I had created with those girls. Like my best friend, we've done a few different scenes, like a bit of everything. Honestly, we did like gangbangs, we did a bunch of silly stuff. We've done like cosplay stuff. We've done just regular
cosplay. That's huge right now. Okay, do you have like a favorite cosplay? Is that something you're heavy into? Because you got the eyes for it, girl. I mean, you really, and like the smile, the dimples. I'm like, I feel like you have the look for it.
I could definitely do cosplay. I have done some cosplay, but I did not like dive super deep into it. But I have been more interested in getting more into it. So I've been asking people like, who should I cosplay? I have black hair. I'm Asian. You know, like, I feel like I would do well. I'm also Latina, so I have the body. So it's like, you know.
See, that's why people get confused. You're ambiguous. And also it's like you think you're bold, but then you don't want to say that, you know? So I love that. Oh my God. Do they ever have you do like Latin stuff? Do they ask you to do anything?
I have fans that request for me to do videos in Spanish, like custom videos in Spanish.
I get that a lot too, and I do not speak Spanish.
I've even had some people request custom videos of me speaking in Korean, and I'm like, I actually don't speak it very well. I don't know what you want from me.
But
yeah, people, I guess because of the fact that I don't speak the language, they're like, oh my God, she's not Asian. She's like pretending. And I'm like, no, I'm like full, like half of my, my father is still in Korea, like amazing, still very Asian. It's just, he's in Korea, you know, I don't talk to him. How am I supposed to speak that?
Proof. I'm sorry. And also, I'm not showing you my father.
It's strange. So I'm just like, whatever. If you don't want to believe me, that's fine. But I am Asian, Latina, half. So they'll be like, they will request things. And they're like, I've had people request all sorts of strange things. Like even like cosplays that would be like ridiculous. You know, some people don't understand when it comes to like Asia, certain things are from certain regions, you know? So they'll be like, can you put on a kimono and like say blank words? I'm like, that's Japanese.
You're like,
I don't know. That just seems silly. I don't want to do that.
Right. That is so funny.
People request ridiculous things.
I never thought about that, but that actually makes sense because I told in one interview one time, I was like, yeah, my mom speaks Spanish, so I can understand it better than I can speak it. I can write it way better than I can understand it. Like, shouldn't have said that. I had to do Latin sex tapes speaking horribly broken Spanish.
Oh no.
Like just horrible.
No, I speak fluent Spanish, so that's not really an issue.
Amazing. Amazing. See, guys?
I've done like plenty of videos for fans in Spanish.
Right here. We found the girl. Amazing. That's so funny. I love that people like want to make you like confirm. Like they're like, prove it.
Yeah.
But also, like, really? I'm not forcing you to watch me. Like,
even on TikTok Live, like you guys will literally come out and be like, China, speak Spanish. China, say this, and that. I'm like, okay.
Guys, we gotta be better than that. The thing is, I get it. It's like fascinating almost for some people. But if you just travel a little bit,
I just think
there's
it's
mixed
silly.
people all over the place. It's not that crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think it's that shocking. They'll be like, China, puedes hablar español. I'm like, pero por qué? Like, no hay necesidad. Like, why would I do that?
Right, it's okay. Like, there's
no reason for me to be doing that when majority of the users are literally speaking English, understand English. Like, I'm not gonna do that. That's kind of random.
Unless you're gonna pay me for like a one-on-one,
like a
little
custom,
video
then
call. Then I got you. But other than that, no, I'm not doing that. Like, it's insane. I totally agree.
I'm like,
with
no
that.
one is gonna want that. Like, why would I do that?
So you get a lot of requests, I'm sure, for customs. What is like the weirdest thing? Or it could just be odd things you've gotten requested.
Okay, so because I do a lot of Dom content, I have a lot of strange requests. I've had people request me to shit in a jar. and mail it to them.
That's a big one right now.
Yes.
What's up with the jar shits?
I don't know.
Guys?
I really don't know why they like that. Also, used panties is very popular, but that's
Dirty
pretty popular.
panties.
But dirty. Like I'm talking about, they will specifically request, please wear this to the gym and then try to wear it for 3 days straight. I'm like, who's wearing the same pair of panties for 3 days?
UTI, sir. Like, relax.
I'm like, I can't do that. That's disgusting. I don't want to do that, but I will wear the panties for a prolonged period of time. Just definitely not 3 days, perhaps.
Or
especially after the gym.
They're like, could you not wipe after you use the restroom? And I'm like, the thing is, I'm not living like that.
I'm like, why would I do that?
I've done a lot of stuff for money. And I'm drawing the line.
Yeah,
like,
that is disgusting.
The line.
Why would I even want to do that? Like, why would anyone want to do that?
And why do you think I'm sexy after I do that? I feel like if I found out someone did that, I'd be like, he's not that sexy no more.
I have people that request like farting videos, burping videos, which I can't do. Like, I can't burp on command. I can't burp on command.
I'll need to drink a soda or something, but I think I can do that.
I can't fart on command either. Like, I can't do either one of those on command.
I said that to someone, and he sent me a track. If I can find it, I'll send it to you. But basically, he was like, just pretend like you're farting to the track. So you know how you like learn music? So you like know.
So
like
a fart sound?
Yes.
You're playing, yes, like I've done that before. So I will literally pull up a YouTube video on my computer of a fart sound, and I will record, because there is no way that you're going to get a fart out of me just randomly. Or I will wait until, I feel like the fart's coming, but what if I'm not ready?
What if my makeup's
not done? What if I don't look cute? And they don't care. I've come to learn that they do not give a flying fuck. So I'm just like, all right, fine. Whip out the phone, record the fart, here you go.
What about pee videos? Pee's huge.
Yeah, people like just seeing you on the toilet. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Especially submissive men. Like, I get a lot of requests for stuff like that. I get a lot of the strange requests because of the fact that I do domination, and a lot of those people like the different things that other people may not like.
Quirks.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you.
Oh yeah,
but
we
obviously,
adhere to the kinks.
Majority of my fan base does not ask for those things. It's just specifically usually the submissives that ask for things like that.
For the pee stuff, because it's banned on sites, my tricky method is I'll send like links.
Yeah,
so
I send a Dropbox
video.
link.
Genius.
Yeah, Dropbox links.
Guys,
if you guys want any of my stuff that that I cannot put anywhere,
and we can't talk about it, use an emoji.
Yes. You can't directly ask for those things. It's kind of like you kind of insinuate towards it, Can I see you, maybe Dommy Mommy blank do this in a very like broad way of speaking, because you really can't say certain words because you're gonna get me in trouble. And so it's very hard to sell content like that. And I'm just like,
it really is. My thing is,
that's why it's so expensive. I make it very expensive because I'm like, it's very hard to sell it.
Oh, yeah. If you were going to put my account at risk, for sure. Even panties. I found out on
you're not supposed to sell
those. You're not supposed to sell them.
Because you're not supposed to ship things.
Oh, my God. And I've had support interact with me at least 5 times, helping me. Like, someone said they didn't get a package. I sent proof, and they just, like, let it go. And I'm like, how did that go by the grace of whoever, Buddha? But I'm like, thank God it fucking happened.
It's scary.
I'm like,
because you're not supposed to be doing
that
at all.
And I didn't find out until
guidelines.
after. I was like, oh no. And then I meticulously. Yeah. So what sites are you on? Because there's so many nowadays. We want to know where to find you.
I am just on OnlyFans. I have created accounts on other sites. I definitely have created accounts, but do I meticulously check them every day like I do my OnlyFans? No.
Right.
You can catch me on OnlyFans answering messages very frequently.
I love that.
You're not going to catch me on any of those other sites. Like,
you know what?
I'll get on there like once a month.
Put that in your bio, though, and just sell your content on there.
I don't even put the links to those other sites because of the fact that I don't use them.
So smart. I literally don't get on any of that. Maybe like once a week, literally, just to upload whatever I need to.
Yeah.
I checked all I was like, the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, sometimes I'll log in and I'll find like a couple $100 or a couple $1,000, and I'm like, That's nice. I haven't been on here in like 6 months, but it's nice that that's accumulating.
I wish there weren't so many, but it's also smart because it gives you access to new users.
Multiple streams of income as well.
But when you're doing so good on OF, it truly is hard to balance it.
It is very hard.
Because there's so many users and you're like chatting with people. Some people reply immediately.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh my God, she's online. How do you like find that balance so you can still have like real life me time and then still, you know, be China?
I find that balance with having assistants and having a lot of simps that like working for me for free. Yeah. So I use those to my full advantage. If you do not have the money to be a submissive, but you want to be a submissive, right? That's okay. Do you have anything useful in your kit? You got a resume you can give me? Because I can make this work. You know, you just need to show me that you are worth abusing, and then I will do something. Right. But like, if you have nothing to offer, then obviously I'm not going to be interested. Mm-hmm. But I do find like a lot of enjoyment in dominating men. So sometimes it's just for fun, but you know.
Do you ever dominate women, or is it only?
I've dominated women as well. Right. A lot of them are like the men, you know, maybe not as fond of putting it out on the internet, but definitely have dominated women. And I've done a lot of strap-on scenes with women. Like a lot of those orgies that I was in, I was usually the one with the strap-on. A lot of the gangbangs, I was usually the one with the strap-on. There are some that I was not, but there's definitely more of me with a strap with a woman than less.
See, the strap, it's amazing when you can do it. I tried it once, and I couldn't stop smiling because I was like, "Whoa!" Like,
no, I'd be smiling. I think it's so fun.
I was like, cut my face out. Like, I literally looked way too happy.
No, like, you have to include that because they like that. They like to see that you are excited to be doing those things.
This is so cool.
Yes,
it was like fascinating. It's like it's like my own penis. What's that thing where they're like you have phantom limb syndrome or something?
Oh my God, yes.
It's like the opposite.
No, I wish I had one sometimes. I'm like, come on, man, this would be great. You know,
like
I could have a dick.
Just be like, and then it's there.
Yes.
Like, that'd be amazing.
Exactly.
I would fuck so many people. If
I had a dick, that'd be the first thing I would want to do because like, actually, no, I was talking about this the other day. I was like, I would love to have a dick, but there's like in some, you know, like in another universe where I still exist, so that way I can fuck myself. I want to know what it feels like to fuck me.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's a lot of hype around it.
That's good. No,
I want to know why.
I've never said that. I do want to fuck myself. Damn.
But it has to be like an alternate universe.
Like, yeah, how can I make...
Because how can I turn into that and then also fuck myself?
Speed it up a bit because that is amazing.
I need to explore that scenario.
The thing is, I've always thought if I had a twin, but I've always thought of me as a girl. If I had a twin of me as a dude, I'd fuck myself. I'd fuck myself. Because we're the same person. It's like, we're just swapping our DNA.
Bruh, that's like getting into like the stepbro industry. Oh my God, that's such a thing.
Okay, I've done so much content lately where they want me to be their sister or their mom. And for so long in my mainstream porn career, I did all the young and baby and the hose is calling. But I did all like the young and like babies, you know, like, yeah, I'm a teen. Like, and now that they're like, be my stepmom, I'm like, okay, like I'm down, but also I don't know how. Like, I'm like, I don't know how yet. I haven't. Yeah. I don't know.
I like do like pretending stuff, like silly stuff. I've done really silly TikToks where it's like a stepbro found me stuck in the dryer, or stepbro found me around the house or whatever, you know. But I like I don't know how to like do a full scene like that. Like I don't think I don't know how to pretend to be that. Like I don't even have brothers or sisters. I'm an only child, so I don't know how to pretend to be someone's sister.
Right. No, and I only have sisters, and I'm like, and we're girl, you know? So I'm like, boys are not in the house. Ew. Like, and so the other day I had to do a stepbrother one. He like caught me dancing. And then I'm like, okay, perf, like, let me dance for you. And then I like give him a lap dance and then he gets hard. And I'm like, well, you're my stepbrother. And then
And I feel like they're so pushy. Like, it's not like...
Oh, no, it was strict. It was like, he mapped that out. those customs.
It's like these specific words you must say and do. And I'm like,
yes.
This just sounds fake. This sounds really
Thank
fake.
you. And I'm like, and also what happened? Like, what is going on in what book did you read too early? Because what? And again, I'm down. Like, I do the customs, but I also get so curious when they get like weird. Like one time some dude wanted me to fuck myself in the ass with my hairbrush and then brush my hair and like get some of my hair in the brush and mail it to him. Odd. Like, odd.
Yeah, I haven't gotten one of those. I've gotten some strange things, but I haven't gotten
you
one
get
of
any
those.
of the crying ones?
No. My subs would not ask me to cry. Like, that would just be a strange request. I feel like if they saw me cry, they would not want to buy from me anymore. They would be like, what is this? Why is she crying? Like, no.
Well, they know I'm a simp. So.
Okay, well then it's a different side.
Literally.
No.
Literally, they're like...
Mine ask for like dirty socks and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, like just like an everyday sock? Like, are you doing specific
Some people ask for
things?
an everyday sock. Some people ask for like gym socks. Some people ask for like a whole day wear of socks or multiple days, which I won't do. But yeah, especially like foot fetish fans. I have a lot of those.
Right.
They really like socks.
Converse. I have ruined so many Converse because
I've asked people for gym shoes. Like they've asked for gym shoes, and I'm like,
that's a good one. Get me
probably because they're smelly.
Right.
But like I don't know. I don't really stink a lot, so I don't know what smell they're getting out of that. But
I've gotten. They want you to wear Converse, no socks, hot days, like specific.
Yeah, because those get really hot.
That's not good. Or what are like those big shoes or like Toms?
Oh. Some people like Uggs because they're like the woolly texture absorbs a lot of smell. I'm like, okay, I guess.
Oh no!
I had like an old pair of Uggs from like a long time ago, probably from like when I was like young, and they still fit me because I like stopped growing at like 14 or 13.
Yes.
I'm very short. Like if you guys know, I'm a very short dom.
Okay, wait. Will you stand for us, mommy?
I'm wearing heels, so that's kind of cheating.
I mean, not really. I'll stand up next to you. And then
yeah, I'm wearing heels, so it's kind of cheating.
Wait, you have to do a spin for us.
Oh, okay.
We gotta get the full effect.
360.
And also, you look so hot in that dress.
Thank you.
I got you.
That's like when I'm on live and they're like 360, 360. I'm like, okay.
Never.
Yes.
Open boobs, BB.
No, for real. Bend over so you drop something. I'm like, bruh. Turn around. There's someone behind you. I'm like, come on now.
Like, relax. Literally relax.
I'm like, you guys can't even say that. You're going to get in trouble.
Okay, out of all the content that you've done, because you've done orgies, strap scenes, girl scenes, dom scenes, what's your favorite to do? Like, what like brings you like a lot of joy when you're done?
The dom scenes. Easy. Easily. My favorite scenes is dom.
Okay, wait, are you kicking people in the balls?
Girl.
I need to
everything.
Know. Do you really?
I can show you
like
videos.
Watching it,
I can show you videos and you would be terrified. Like full on just concerned.
I think I'd be turned on, but I like it.
I mean, have you ever seen a man fully lit on fire?
On fire? Ooh, no, but I will.
Yes, I'll totally show you. I will show you. He got burnt. He had boils all across his belly rolls. His skin was falling off. You know, like.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally
like,
hot.
Literally hot.
And people get upset because, okay, so that video specifically that I'm referring to, or there's multiple, but that specific scenario,
right?
What I did was I lit him on fire outside next to a pool, so that way he could jump into the pool afterwards. When you start getting into very extreme forms of torture with people that will literally go to the lengths of dying for you, like they will die at your hands and they will be happy. Yeah. Like they will full on sign contracts because they want you to take full like control of them, full control, and you're just like, well, okay. And you start coming up with ideas. Like when my brain starts going when it comes to dom content, like if I see a man that is like that, that wants that, I'm like, okay. I just keep coming up with stuff.
That's hot.
Like they will do anything. I'm telling you, they will do anything. Things that normal people wouldn't do. I have videos of me sticking his head in the toilet, him eating dog treats. I have videos of him licking my feet after I was walking around outside barefoot. I have videos of him licking the bottom of my shoes.
Oh my gosh.
I have videos of me stepping on his face, of me jumping on top of his body.
I love that. I love that so
There's
much.
everything. And then there's like the basic stuff like whipping him, paddling him, stuff like that.
Right.
You know, that everybody is used to kind of
hearing
about.
The more vanilla.
Yeah, the more like,
Which is like a funny way
vanilla,
to say it.
but like, yeah, I do all of that as well. But then, you know, then there's the ball busting that most people aren't into. And then there's like the fire busting that nobody would want to do.
Is that like a real technique with the ball busting, or do you just go for it? Like your style, I mean.
In the beginning, I just went for it. You know, I just kick. Yeah. But like when you do it more, you'll realize you kick a certain spot and it's like perfect. Like you want to kick that spot like right at the balls, you know? And it's kind of...
Oh my God, that's awesome. You said right at the balls.
Right at the balls, like right in between the balls. You want to make sure you're hitting that nice sweet spot right there. Oh. So it takes a bit, you know, to figure out where that person's spot is. But after like a kick or two, you can kind of figure it out because they'll wince up a little bit more.
My pussy is literally tingling right now, like...
You kick them in the right spot and it's like their whole body will jolt up. It's like a cartoon character practically. It's great.
Oh my God, girl. I'm down to watch. I had one guy ask me to kick him in the balls, and his face literally made me want to cry. Like, I felt so bad for him.
What? No, it's
he
funny.
was like happy after, but I was like, oh my God. Like, I just like, he like couldn't get up. And
they're
was, like,
literally
horrible.
so happy. Like, they will, you'll kick them in the nuts, they'll fall flat on their face, they'll be like wincing, they'll roll down, they might hold themselves in a little bit, but you know, they get up afterwards and they're so happy.
And it's, I just can't fathom it. I'm like
who wouldn't like making other people happy unless you're weird, you know, like unless you really just hate people. But like
I do.
I like people. I like people in all different types of forms of people. So even if you're that kind of person, like it brings me joy that I know that I am bringing you pleasure.
You're
and I'm like, deep down, there is a part of me that is a pleaser. Like me and my relationship at home is completely different. Like I live a double life practically.
Oh my God, I bet. I love that almost. I think it's fascinating because it's almost like your alter ego, you know? And
no, on those days it's hilarious. Even my boyfriend will be like, you're like a completely different person. I'm a little scared. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, you're a little scared, huh? And he'll be like, oh, stop it.
You're like, okay, I'm kidding.
No, that's literally me. So and then the people in the industry will be like, oh, she's faking it because she's not like that with her man. I'm like, y'all are also cucks. Like, there are so many cucks. Like, you know how many dudes will be like, oh my God, please, can I just watch you and your man fuck, blah, blah, blah. I want to see you and your man, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you think there's not a category for that, buddy?
Thank you.
I cater to everybody.
Dudes are like that. A lot of dudes in the industry are cucks. It's actually like crazy because it didn't even hit me until a couple years ago. But one dude who I've known since I got in, he said something along the lines of like, who'd you shoot with today? And I was like, oh, so-and-so. He was like, where'd he come? And I was like, where's this going? Like what? Like where? In me, girl, you know exactly what they do.
He was excited.
Like, sickos. They want to eat it out of you. I'm like something, and it's hot. Like I'm down again. Like I'm down to clown.
I've done that before. Like he'll nut in me, and then I'll go to the simp and I'll like squirt it out on their face. They love that. They love that. One time I've wiped it up, and then I made them eat it. Like the wipe. I made him eat the one.
Do you get any guys that like to eat their own cum?
Actually, no, I don't think I've run into any of those. I might have, and maybe they just didn't tell me about it, but I definitely...
secretly?
Yeah, maybe secretly they like eating their own cum, but like I've made men eat their own cum.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were enjoying it very much, but they definitely did eat it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I don't think they liked it.
I don't think they liked it, but they definitely did do it.
Good boys. Good boys. Amazing. Guys, submit your resumes. I mean, come on. The job... I don't have a penis, but it sounds fun.
It is fun. It is fun. If you have ever been somewhat interested in that, I've had plenty of people who have come up to me and they've been like, I've never been interested in that, but just hearing you and seeing you do things like that made me interested, and now I want to try. I will slowly dive into doing things like if you know, you're new into it, you want to try it, I can start little by little, you know. We don't need to do anything extreme, you know. Like, I'm not going to hit you with a paddle with needles or anything, you know. We can relax. We can start off with, like, the soft stuff.
Right.
But
we're going in there, baby. You know what? I think that's actually kind of cool because a lot of people are a little wary just by how some doms or madams come off. And I will say you do have like a different vibe. I have a lot of friends who do like dom work, and you have such a light and like welcoming vibe that it's almost like misleading.
I'm like a little kooky. Like, I'm like a crazy dom. Like, I'll do like the extreme stuff that other people won't want to do. I've had so many doms get super upset with me. I've had doms like attack me on Twitter, like just create threads talking about me.
Because of what your
Because
subs
they're like,
want
you
to
do way too extreme stuff. You shouldn't be doing that. That's against certain things. I'm like, what rules do you have in kinks?
And
like,
don't knock my kink just because it's not yours.
Exactly.
Like, relax.
Like, that's what the person wanted. We are all consenting adults. Like, come on now. Like, don't come for me.
I hate when people do that because then there's different, like, there's certain people I've seen that do diaper content.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, I don't like that. But you don't see me going up to them being like, you can't do that because that's wrong. Like, no, it's their own fucking business. Yeah. It's not my business. Like, you cannot like something and keep your fucking mouth shut. Or talk about it without attacking people. Because, again, it's none of your fucking business what they're doing. How do you kind of combat other performers per se in person, because there are a lot of people when you're networking at these content houses, maybe you encounter someone who
luckily I've never had drama like that. I feel like people are a little bit too uncomfortable or maybe scared to tell me anything to my face, so nobody ever has. Especially in circumstances where I'm doing domination content. I don't think anybody would have the balls to walk up to somebody that's like full on beating up a man and be like, don't do that, I don't like that. You know, no one's gonna do that. They might step back and watch, and maybe like their eyes might widen a little bit. They might talk shit about you behind the scenes, but like I've never had anybody come up to me in person and tell me that I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing.
See, that's fascinating to me because I feel like people get very bold online.
They do. They get super bold online. I go to a lot of
events. No one says anything in person, like at all. So I'm like, so what was all that for?
Like I've been to Fetish Con, which is like specifically for different fetishes, and it's like you will see people doing all different things. Like you'll see people in like little animal suits. You'll see people with diapers on. You'll see people with like, you know, their leashes on, walking on all fours. You'll see all sorts of different fetishes.
If you like haven't been, that shit, it's when I went my first time, I was literally like,
have you gone again?
Yes, absolutely.
It's fucking hilarious.
I'm genuinely fascinated. Also, I do fetish stuff. I just do like different levels of extreme stuff. But it just like, it fascinates me, like sex work in general does. So I like attending these so I can kind of like see what everyone's
I like conventions. They're very fun.
The fetish conventions,
The fetish conventions are so interesting.
They're way more fun than the regular ones.
It's so much entertainment because it's not only are they doing everything else like every other convention, you know, they've got booths, they've got food, they've got everything. But then on top of everything, you get to just look around and there's just entertainment walking among the halls.
I feel like in the fetish conventions, it's a lot more people where it's like lifestyle. Like it's just like who they are, you know, it's not like there's character.
No, there's a lot of people as well that live like double lives, like how I say that I live a double life. It'll be like, I've had men come up to me in convention, they'll want a session, but then they won't want to record it, even though there's hundreds of people surrounding us. They won't want to record it. You know, they're wearing like a ski mask or something. They're keeping it super low key. And I'm like, well, okay, I guess. But usually at conventions is where I do my most public content because of the fact that, you know,
humiliation.
They're allowing it. They're already in public. Usually they're okay with it. I ask obviously for consent before recording them. I ask before doing the things that I'm gonna do. But a lot of those people are okay with it because they're already in public. So that's where I make most of my public content. If any of you ever want to make public content with me, find me at a convention. Meet me outside if it's not allowed inside. I've done stuff like that. I like Exotica in the parking lot.
That's hot.
There was a really big video that went
super
viral.
Smart too.
Yeah, of Miss Trigger Happy. She was kicking a dude that found her
the dude in the bus.
Yeah, right after she was done kicking him, I was kicking him.
Amazing. That is
that video was so funny, and I was like, it was so random too, you know?
Right.
Like, catch me outside.
Some dudes are like that.
I
literally had a dude like that too. He randomly walking. We had just finished smoking, like having drinks, eating. Some dude's like, "Will you spit in my mouth?" And I was like, record this. Like, I need you. Like, I can't even believe this is real. And I did, and he smiled so big. And then afterwards, my friends were like, what did we just eat? And I'm like, I can't even think about that right now. I can't believe I just spit in his mouth. No, we did one time. It
was me, Trig, and Delilah. No, it was a few other people as well. I don't remember how many people it was, but we had a jar, and we were just spitting in it. And it was all of us spitting in it throughout the day. And then eventually we made the submissive drink it. He almost threw up. I think he drank it though. I think he fully drank it. I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't remember exactly like how well he drank it, but he drank it.
Girl. Let me tell you, I have such a weak stomach that I can dom in certain aspects.
I've like spit gum out.
Such a weak stomach.
Oh, I have one. We were in a tattoo shop. And I spit my gum out on the floor of the tattoo shop. And I just rubbed my foot in it.
No.
And then the shoe. And I just made him eat the gum off the shoe. That was a really good video. It was very funny.
Oh my God. When I tell you, like if we're hanging out and you would see me like in the corner.
Everybody was disgusted. Even Trish was disgusted in the background. She's like right here in the video and it's like him and me. And she's in the middle, and you can see her face of disgust. She's just like, oh my God.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, those are so funny. I love doing, like, out-of-pocket shit. Right. I think it's hilarious.
I used to have, like, a sub who just liked when I hit him. So, like, before we would, like, go in. It's funny to me, because that's, like, the only, like, I just think it's so funny to, like, want to be hit. But, like, so we were going to go out to dinner one time.
See, if you were to ever get into domination content, you'd be a lot like me. Like, you'd be, like, giggling and laughing the whole time. They think it's hot.
I know they do.
I know you probably think, oh, my God, that's not like a dominatrix way of being. Yes, they like it. They like the psychotic giggles of you being happy about beating the living shit out of them. Like, they love that. They love the fact that you're happy about that.
I love it. But we would like pull up somewhere and then he would want me to like hit him before we went in and like black his eye. So there was one time we were gonna smoke with my sister and I like punched him in the face. And then he got like quiet and we like stopped talking and stuff for a second and I was like laughing, but like he was like, you know, like breathing, like relaxing because he just got punched in the face. And then my sister texted me and they were already pulled up next to us, so they saw me punch him. And it ruined the whole experience because he was so embarrassed and he was like,
yeah,
no.
Some people get really embarrassed.
Oh no. And that was like my first lesson on like, you know, boundaries with like certain kinks like that.
Some people definitely do have boundaries when it comes to more extreme stuff. And I'm just like
keeping it like a secret, discreet and stuff.
Like, so I will make sure I do everything to make sure it's consensual.
Right, amazing. And when you're shooting stuff, when someone wants to be discreet, how are you, like, do you, like, cover them? Like, what if they have, like, tattoos or something?
It depends on their preference. Like, most of the time, if the person wants it to be discreet, they don't want anybody to know, I won't record, like,
gotcha.
You just pay me. You pay me for the session itself.
Right.
Usually, the session will be really expensive because I can't make any money off of that. So you're gonna have to pay a good amount.
Right. Make it worth my time.
Yeah, if you don't make it worth my time, then I won't. I won't. I won't do it. But some people, like I said, they'll pay in a different form. Like you want to work for me instead, or you want to be my personal submissive for this entire convention,
which is the coolest way, by the way. I've never heard of someone doing that. What are some of the cool like jobs you've gotten out of it? Like, have you gotten like graphic designer?
I've gotten an editor. I've gotten somebody who answered my messages for me. I have like social media assistants. I have men that organize my photos for me. I literally had men do everything. I had one guy, he built my entire PC.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, I shoved his head in a toilet, and then that was his payment was building my PC.
Boy.
He didn't buy the PC, but he built it for me because I didn't know how.
Right.
And he did the whole setup for me. So, you know,
Amazing.
I have them pay in whatever way you are useful.
Right.
That is how you'll pay, as long as you have a way to be useful. Some people are just not useful at all.
That is, and they have to pay.
You have to pay in some sort of form. I won't make you pay in cash if you can't pay in cash, but you got to figure out a way.
Right. Okay. What is the most extreme thing you're willing to do on camera? Besides lighting someone on fire. That's pretty fucking up there.
Yeah, that was a bit extreme for most people. You know? But I mean, for me, I don't think there's anything I wouldn't do. I think it's pretty entertaining. When it comes to me being the one doing things to other people. When it comes to the receiving end, maybe there's some things that I probably wouldn't want to do. But and me doing things to other people, I'll do anything. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? Like,
okay, are we choking people out and like knocking them out?
Yeah.
Or waterboarding them?
Yeah. Done that.
I just saw a video of someone get waterboarded, and I don't know like what I thought. And okay, so
you didn't know what waterboarding was?
No, like I've seen it in like movies and stuff, but for some reason when I saw it, I was like, I feel like I'd be fine. Like, you're never
that's what
fine.
you think until you get waterboarded.
I'd be cool. Like, so now we'll talk about this later.
She's like,
I'm interested in waterboarding. It fascinates me though, but you're down for waterboarding. Yeah. Oh my God, what else can you, do you do any of that like piercing people? I don't know the terminology for it, but where they like the extreme piercing people and they like hook them.
I forgot what it is. I know it starts with an S. It's those sticks that you put into the penis.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not piercing them.
Right.
The dick would be mainly soft, and you're just inserting it through the urethra. Oh. And so a lot of people are into that. I have done that once. Mm-hmm. That's the only time I did that.
Fascinating.
A lot of people are not interested in that or don't have the tools to do that. That person already had the tools to do that. Like people who have like chastity cages and stuff for their dicks, then, we'll do content with that or I'll work with that. But I don't have any of these tools myself.
Got you.
Maybe in the future I'll build up to having these tools myself, but personally, I don't really know where to put that. I don't really want to have that.
You know what you need?
If you have that, good for you.
You need your helpers to build you a she shed. That's a custom dom room.
Yeah, with everything. So
that's what you need. Because
that would be great.
And then
I have one that's done construction for me. I have one that has cleaned my house and done construction for me.
We love a versatile slave. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Okay. Are there any sites you want to promote? Your OF, of course, because that's the only one she's on mainly right now. But I'm going to get her to get the other ones, guys. But are there any sites you want to promote? Like your OF, your Instagram, any of your social media? Or if you have like a link tree, maybe.
My website is chinastars.com. Yes. And you can find all of the links that I am outwardly exposing to the world. They're on there. I don't add the ones that I'm not very active on because I feel like that'd be unfair. But my OF is there. That's also China Stars. If you want my VIP page, which is where I answer most frequently, that would be China Stars VIP. And then my Instagram is China Stars with 3 Z's. My Twitter is China Stars with 3 Z's. So is my TikTok. A lot of stuff is China Stars with 3 Z's because China Stars with 1 Z was taken. I don't know who took that. I have been DMing them for months, years, and they will not answer me, but they're just sitting there with China Stars, and I'm like, why?
You know what you can do? If you trademark your name and you buy the domain rights, then you can send them a DCMA
Well, I have a business.
Takedown.
With a business, can I do that?
it can help you trademark it.
Okay, so then I'll use my business to trademark it.
And literally, but then you can send them a DCMA takedown, and their page will get removed no matter what. And then you just own the rights to it, and you can get it.
That's great. I need to do that.
And if you keep an eye on it, once you buy like the domain and stuff, it'll tell you when like certain things for it go online, so you can buy them right away. You also got to keep up on that because you want to link it to your actual site.
I'll just get another simp for that. I'll have someone do that. Now that I know that's a thing.
Genius.
Now that I know that's a thing, I can have somebody dedicate themselves to doing that.
We're here for it. We love the Sims. I'm fascinated. I love
Sims are great. I love Sims.
Amazing. Sheena, you are literally hilarious. I love you. I want you to come back. We're going to have her back, of course. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Adriana Maya. This is Sheena fucking STARZ. This is Spliffs and Giggles, brought to you by the Red Light District. Good night, guys.